Alright, so this is a UU match against Gengarluv. The previous match I had with him, I was talking with him after the match, so I didn't save the video, which I kind of wish I did. So I got him up with a rematch, and this is my new UU team, because of reasons. So I wanted to get a match versus him up, because it was a fun match, and I felt like he should be in one of my videos. So I did rematch him, and again, it was a really fun match. I am recording at a park right now instead of my usual room because there's really no place other than my room to record because there are two requirements I need to record. One is it needs to be quiet, so there's no, excess noise, and there are screaming children around, so maybe it's not the best choice. And the second prerequisite is that there has to be no people around to tell their children to avoid me because I'm talking to myself. And I don't think that'll be that much of a problem. It's a pretty nice day out. That's why I wanted to do the park, is because I had to pick my friend up from the park, so I figured while waiting for him, I would record. And he was early, or I was late, either one. He's sitting next to me right now, but I was so set on recording it at the park because it's a really nice day. I mean, it's like 90 degrees in Tucson, but in the shade with the breeze, it's nice. So let's get this battle started. He's going to lead off with his, Uxie? Yeah, nickname Perlo. I'm going to start off with Minshao to scout what he does. I'm going to obviously go for, I'm going to go for the Rain Dance because he's probably afraid of a U-turn, so I'll be able to set up Rain without worrying about a Psychic. He's going to go into Chiellini, which is his Porygon 2 with Trace, and this thing obviously was brought in for some reason, but I don't think it'll be faster, so I'm going to U-turn out, and this thing has some pretty good defense, because U-turn barely did anything, and although it wasn't stab or super effective, a Minshao's attack stat is pretty high. So I'm just going to go into Notre Dame, my Bronzong, as he T-waves, and I'm fine with that, because it means that my Gyro Ball is just going to be that much stronger. Except for the fact that when I go for Stealth Rocks on his switch out, I'm going to get paralyzed, so count the number of parahaxes that happen in this game. There's one. He's going to bring this thing in, and I know he wouldn't do it unless he had a reason, so I switch into Kingdra expecting maybe a Fire-type move, and he actually goes for Trick, which sucks, because that means that I lose my Damp Rock, and instead I'm Choiced. And although Damp Rock doesn't benefit him, it means that Kingdra is now stuck on whatever move I decide to go for. I should have gone for the Scald, for the stab, and hoped for the burn, but I went for the Signal Beam thinking a super effective hit might be able to do more damage. Then he paralyzes me, which basically neutralizes the boost that Choice Scarf gives me, so it was a really good move there. And then there's the second Parahax, which, although it didn't matter all that much, it still would have been more damage gotten off. So he's going to switch into his Mismagius, which can take a Signal Beam easily. At this point in time, I'm going to have to switch out, because it's going to be a losing battle to stay in, and Kingdra could still be of some use, maybe. So I'm going to go into Ragnaka, the Zapdos, God of Lightning, etc., 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 and because this is my special wall. He goes for a substitute, which kind of scares me because I'm worried about him calm minding or something. Still, I'm not afraid of any special attack, because I know Zapdos can take it, but I am afraid. I need to break that sub right now, and he goes for Thunder Wave. This entire team is Thunder Waving everything, Oh, and guess what? Paralyzed, can't move. So, what is that, 3 times now? So the substitute is still up. I'm just going to go for the Roar because I don't want to take the chance of, I don't know, maybe not being able to break through the sub and letting him set up a ton. I mean, if he goes for Calm Minds, that'll boost his special defense, and then I might not be able to break the sub. So I just go for the Roar, and it brings in his Heracross. He has taught me to hate Heracross. His Choice Scarf, Moxie, Heracross are complete bitches. I know there's a Stone Edge coming, so I'm going to switch out and go into Notre Dame, which can take this easily. Notre Dame can take this Balotelli. I don't know how to pronounce it. He does a pretty good job of it, but that's because it's his nickname. So it's going to take it easy. Close combat, Earthquake, Stone Edge, it won't hurt Notre Dame at all. So he's obviously going to withdraw. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, but I believe... Nope, I do get them off this time. So Stealth Rocks are up. It didn't really matter all that much against his team, but I like having them up because not only is there residual damage, but also any Focus Sash users, if he had any, would no longer be applicable. I'm just going to go for the Toxic because this thing is a wall, and whenever there's a wall, the ideal choice is to Toxic. It. Yeah. Because Toxic will eventually build up damage, so even if they have Recover, which Porygon 2 does have. Now he switches into Miss Magius, which I'm going to Gyro Ball in the fucking face. This thing is going to go down so easily, because Miss Magius is fast, weak, Notre Dame is slow as shit, and yeah, so it's all going to be good. Giant bells flinging into ghosts, etc. Now he's going to switch in Cobalion, and I'm going to go for the Earthquake, because I have it. And it's super effective, and he goes for a Swords Dance. Now, this thing can outspeed everything on my team except for my Choice Scarfed Kingdra. I get the Parahax. That's the 4th time I'm paralyzed, and that one mattered, because as you watch, he's going to set up fully, and I'm going to Earthquake him, and then almost kill him. Just watch. So, my second Earthquake is going to go through as he gets up a second, Swords Dance. The Earthquake isn't doing all that much, but there's nothing else I can switch into a +4 Cobalion. So I'm just going to keep going for the Earthquake and hope I don't get Parahaxed. I believe Notre Dame could take a hit, but now it's at +6, and now I'm really scared, because this thing's defense, Cobalion's defense, is really nice. Like, it's 129 base, so it's not something you can take out easily. It's really fast, 108 base speed, outspeeds everything on my team to start. Yeah, it's just not okay. So here he goes for close combat, and I ran damage calculations. He actually got minimum damage. So I got lucky in that aspect because Notre Dame beasted, went for the Earthquake. Thanks to the drop in defense, it's almost going to kill it. And you can see right there, that is why that paralyzed in the beginning really mattered, because I would have gotten that damage off and maybe scared him into only going for 4 Swords Dances or maybe switching out. Who knows? Either way, Cobalion would not have been as much as a threat. So he does get a crit there, which didn't matter. Last turn, that would have mattered a lot, but not anymore. So Notre Dame beasted this Cobalion, but now I have to go in with the cleanup. I go into Mienshao hoping that a Fake Out will kill it, and if not, it'll give me a second shot. And I didn't look up how fast this thing was. It actually has 3 base speed more than Mienshao, so it is going to outspeed and kill Mienshao off. So that was a misplay on my part, because I could have easily, just gone for what I'm about to do and taken this thing out and then still had a full health Mienshao, but, I'm an idiot. We've already covered that topic, right? So I'm going to switch into my Pedo Shark, the cousin of Pedo Bear, Sharpedo. He's going to go ahead, Protect, get a speed boost, and then rape everyone up the ass, because that's what he does. Yeah. So first he's going to protect himself, get a speed boost. Now I'm really hoping that after speed boost, Sharpedo will be able to get faster. I don't know. Sharpedo is base 90 speed, but it's max boosted. So I'm hoping I'll be able to outspeed. Luckily I do. I go for the Earthquake. I should have just done that from the start, Protect, and then Earthquake. I would have still had a full health Mienshao, but yeah. If I could see the future, I'd probably win every Pokemon battle I ever had. He's going to switch in Chiellini, and I am expecting a Thunderbolt, but this thing traced Speed Boost, so I really don't want to have to fight this thing, so I go for a Waterfall, hoping that I might be able to do enough damage to do something, but I actually don't do all that much damage. Thunderbolt is going to kill me off, and again, misplay. I should have switched out because I could have gone into Zapdos or something and then saved my Sharpedo for later in the game. I mean, because I knew the Thunderbolt was coming. Oh well. So now I'm going to switch into Zapdos, which is going to take Stealth Rock damage up the ass. He's going to go for an Ice Beam, which I was not expecting, but luckily the Ice Beam doesn't do all that much. I do go for the Roost, hoping to live something, and there goes a Parahax. What is that now, 5, 6? Hell, if I keeping track, but that Roost did kind of matter. In a sense, it could have, but oh well. Games, this stuff happens. So now he's clearly going to outspeed. I'm going to switch out my Zapdos. You might be wondering why, because it's going to die from Stealth Rock damage, but at least this way, Kingdra's not going to take all that much damage from an Ice Beam, and this way I have something to Death Fodder off if I need a free switch. So I'm going to try... Oh, this is what I call the Curse of Chiellini. Every single time I try an attack with Kingdra, I'm going to get paralyzed. I don't know if you just saw one, but oh well. Here goes one. So, that's that. Recover does a nice bit, but Toxic is still bringing him down. What I know he's going to do is he's going to recover up to a nice amount of health and switch out to reset the Toxic damage. So I'm hoping to at least get some sort of Dragon Pulse off before the attack hits. But there goes another Paralyze, so... good for that. Toxic still doing a nice chunk of damage, and this time he is gonna switch out, and guess who's gonna get paralyzed for the third time? Kingdra. Yeah, that was fun. I was actually having a really good time. I'm talking to him on Skype while having this match, and I'm just like, what is with all the parahax? I mean, honestly, Choice Scarf Paralyzed Kingdra just kind of sucks. So I'm finally going to get a Dragon Pulse off. Psychic isn't going to do all that much damage. I mean, in terms of Pokemon, that's not all that much damage. So I'm going to be doing about as much as he will. And he's almost going to kill me, but I'm going to live. Luckily, I don't get paralyzed throughout this period of time. So I'm going to take his Uxie out. And here comes the Curse of Chiellini. Because Chiellini is going to come back in, I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse, and guess who's going to get paralyzed? My Kingdra. Because apparently, that's all he can do. He's going to go for another Recover, and this is kind of getting irritating. I'm not doing all that much. Paralyzed up the ass, you know, etc., etc. I'm actually laughing, though, because mostly not from the match, but mostly from I'm talking with him on Skype while the match is going on, and, you know, stuff like that. So now, we're going to go into Beast Mode. I'm going to go into Darmanitan, and it's time to Flare Blitz everything. Choice, Bandage, Sheer Force, Darmanitan, that's Flare Blitzing, is not easy to overcome. I'm pretty sure this was his physical wall, and Darmanitan just knocked it the shit out. So... damage by recoil. I'm hoping I might be able to win this. He's going to go into Togekiss, which is a bitch, but Pointed Stone's going to bring him down a nice amount, and I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz. I'm going to outspeed this piece of shit, knock him out, and then here comes where a Roost from my Zapdos could have mattered, because he's going to bring in his Choice Scarf Heracross, which will obviously outspeed and kill me, but he doesn't want to go for a Stone Edge because it could be risky, so he's going to go for an Earthquake, which wouldn't affect my Zapdos. And if he did go for the Stone Edge, he might have missed, which would have helped. But it doesn't matter. Zapdos was paralyzed, didn't get the Roost off, and so Stealth Rocks is going to kill it off as it comes in. It was a really fun match. So check out his channel. It's linked in the description. Rate, comment, subscribe, like, and I'll be posting more battles in the future. So, see you later.